Good afternoon, DJ. Is Monday, March 2nd. The time is currently 1:25 p.m. PM session. Let's go. Just arrived at my desk when I started this. I'll say 1:25. As always, my weekly target is 5%. Mental check-in, feeling generally okay. Excited to see what price action has in store for us going to the PM session. Excited to continue to grow around get 1% better these markets in these charts, understanding the storyline that they're telling me and where it's potentially leading towards. All right. Risk disclaimer, I accept any risk that comes with trading today. I understand that trading comes with real risk and that losing is part of the battle. News. All right, no news of note to mention in the PM session, but we've had news today. All right, still making an optimal day to take a trade. Risk going into today. We haven't taken any trades today because TradingView just hasn't been working. But anyway, we digress, so we move. It's 0.5 of account size, and we have a max of 1.5 per account on the day. Weekly program going to this week is a sell program. Let's go ahead and review price action overnight to see if anything's happened here to change that for us. All right. Sorry, I was just looking at the high time frame. Sorry. Just had me mesmerized for a little bit there. All right, this was my draw on dollar from the morning. Okay, I want to see how price behaves in here, right? But if we disrespect this order block here, the next draw is this inefficiency, and then we have a tiny one here, and then we have this high. Okay, so like I said, still essentially risk on scenario for dollar. All right, but I am watching how price behaves in here in this premium array. T-bonds, we came up, took buy side here, okay, and we're seeing a bit of a retracement back inside the range. All right, completely disrespecting this inefficiency here so far around this daily candle. We have sell side here, back inside this inefficiency to reclaim it and potentially keep going higher. But now we've created relative equal lows in front of this inefficiency here. So this is a high probable draw for me on T-bonds to continue going higher. But for now, as far as my current understanding of price action goes, all right, nothing's really happened in price to change my weekly program. I'm electing to stick with being in a sell program. Well, that's my general analysis, right? My weekly analysis based on the higher time frame. However, I will be seeing Monday's range, all right, which side is taken, which will confirm or deny my weekly program for me. Okay, so that's still in effect, all right, but we have to wait for Monday today to finish, and then for that range, either side to get taken, which will give me my weekly bias going into the week. But for now, all right, for my analysis, I'm in a sell program. Whether that's gonna go against it or go with it, that's what we'll find out. But like I was saying, as far as my current understanding of price action goes, or I'm electing to stick with being in a sell program. But currently we are in a buy program for the session, okay? Because our daily range buy side got taken, and meaning our session bias was bullish, all right? I was targeting up here, as you can see, smashed it. Even where current daily range is at, we had a confluence level in this area, came further up. So from this morning, all right, we took buy side. We had that retracement set up on the seconds, which gave us -2. The 1 minute didn't give us anything. Then at 10 o'clock, we had the continuation. And since then, I need to start paying attention to this and how price behaves when it comes back inside it, because I've noticed something there. Fair enough. So time, price gave us a continuation setup. Time, price, continuation setup, but didn't really give much, right? Would have come and taken you out after a little bit. Oh, and actually, there's no price here, actually. My fault. This was the drop down. Then we have time, 11:30, price, internal liquidity, give us a lunch session buy there to take our draw liquidity, which was up here. So yeah, I like what I'm seeing in the charts. I like what I'm seeing. I like how it's time and price, right? Now I'm getting a better feel for price action, right? Using the time aspect, the most important aspect of trading, which I knew that, but it got away from me for a little bit. Okay, but no worries, we're back on board, and this morning just kind of reinforced exactly what I'm looking for in the chart, right? So I'm gonna try not to be so focused on the retracement setups. If they're there and they're clean, I'll get them. But really, my main focus is the continuation setup, right? Like I feel like this morning, I was so set on like just waiting for the retracement setup that not that I didn't pay attention because I was able to identify this continuation setup and watched it. Okay. Oh, now we're back to being able to buy and sell. Look, it's back again. Hold on, let's put this real quick. Yeah, it's working again. Okay. I guess they were just a bit hesitant for the morning, right? Because it was a warm Monday. But anyway, yeah, time, price, continuation, what I'm looking for in price. And yeah, I was saying just being more aware of what I'm here for in the price action, right? Understanding that yes, the retracement setups are there, but those are not my setups. Those are not what I'm really here in the market to do. All right, when we took that, that was that. Ding, ding, ding. And then we took it here, here, here. And high. Time, price, for lunch. And this is where we're at. One thirty. Pop, 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 popping off. 3 minutes in. How can I be a buyer of this market this afternoon? Yeah, I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. Yeah, there's no way. I would love to get rid of them, but there's no way I'm doing that. They're just too nice. The setups are too clean. The internal liquidities. I've been thinking about not drawing them out on the chart. That's why you haven't been seeing me draw them out on the chart. But yeah, the data is just you can't argue with the data. You just cannot. And that's why I make it the leader, my forefront in changing anything is based on the data. And the data right now is back in that internal liquidity. We have previous daily high right above price. Okay, so let's see if price is going to itch towards that. Right now, my focus is how price behaves and if it wants to if it wants to raid that previous daily range high and then potentially continue lower. Okay, well, that's where we at. We have lunch that's in south side below price. So I'll be anticipating a buy of that based on time and price. That's like the time is the 130, price is this current this internal low and lunch low, which is also internal liquidity, right? And then we also have this one, which is right in line with a quadrant level, which I like that. Not right in line, but close enough, right? With that liquidity in here, the inefficiency on the 15 minutes. So here or here as well, I'll be anticipating a continuation setup. But with time, right? With time and then price. Most important aspect of trading. Which is the missing piece as to why I kept, seeing all those losing trades. I'm like, why is it that the setup is there, but I'm missing something, a key element in price, right? Which is time, and price. Time and then price. When time meets price, woo, magic happens, man. And I've been noticing that. And yeah, I'm very happy with what I'm seeing in price in my processes and my procedures and protocols. All right, like I said this morning, the most important thing for me is my processes. If that ain't right, nothing's gonna be right. All right, and that's where I'm at. I'm in the process of refining my processes and procedures and protocols and all that. So yeah, I'm not ready. Like I said, I'm not ready. And I'm not trying to rush nothing. I'm not even trying to rush. I'm just enjoying the journey, enjoying the process, understanding that yes, I'm gonna take losses. That's the only thing promised to me. Yes, everything is not always going to make sense when I want it to make sense. And yes, some days I'm gonna feel like I'm just knocking my head against this screen and these candlesticks, and I'm not really making any progress or any progression, right? That is all part of the journey, all right? That is all part of the progress. And I just need to even enjoy that part too, right? Because soon there won't be that part to like even feel, like, oh shit, I remember when, it was hard and now it's not hard. Soon, I know that's where I'm heading to, right? But I just go endure right now, right? Endure right now, so grind now so I can glide later, as Dr. Moss always says. I just go endure right now and do my time, and eventually we'll be Gucci Poochie. You know what I mean? But we back feeling good. I'm letting the price action tell me what it wants to do, all right, along with time in terms of where price wants to go. Yep, I've taken a 15-second loss, 1 minute entry. Let's get back on that. Gives it to me here, I'll take it, but I do understand I do have this inefficient internal liquidity down here. No, keep going because it's about to smash that page. Nothing there for me. Went to it, but not through it. Yep, 1475 to it and not through it. Nothing there. obviously this will mess up risk-wise for me, right? So probably should let's do this while it's giving me the time to do so. And let's change that to what it needs to be. We haven't been tagged in that yet, so anyways, 3, 2, 5, 6, 7. 3, 2, 5, 3, 5, 6, 7, 20, which is lunch high. Volume is low right now. I know this because we're getting at 7 and that's only for 22 or for 244. Gives me an entry, great, doesn't great. Oh, I'm on the wrong account, aren't I? Hold on. Oh, that's crazy. Fair enough. Fair loss. No qualms with that. We are on the premium, so sell model 2 does take into effect here. We'll be waiting for 150. Brr. Fixed my time indicator, DJ, over the weekend. Like I said, I wanted, it was on my to-do list. It was the finished planning processes and finished time indicator. Got all that shit in there. We got the 30s in there as well now. I don't know if you noticed it during the morning session on the 10:30. Got the micro times and we got our 30s. And those are my times, my trading times. Right there. Time, price was right here. Time, price, swing, market structure shift. Where we at premium? We had sell side right here. We had sell side right here into this inefficiency. Clean on the 1 minute. I need to be watching the 1 minute more than the 15 seconds, really and truly. That should just be my timer. That's also another thing too that I'm kind of like struggling with, like which time frame to place more emphasis on, right? In terms of trades, which time frame? Well, it really should be managed on the intermediate time frame. But managing it on here also isn't bad too. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, I think like I was doing before retracement setups, I don't mind taking the 15 seconds. Continuation though, yeah, yeah. What's the price here too?